Hi guys, it's your boy Lewisffitch here, bringing you a different video today about cars. Now, I've got 5 quick, cheap mods that I always do whenever I get a new car. I try and consider these first to see if they're going to fit, if they're going to look good, and they're pretty tasteful actually. You don't have to go all chavvy on it, it doesn't have to look ridiculous. These are really nice, so here we go. Number 1, let's do it. So first one is dust caps, guys. Dust caps, valve caps, whatever you want to call them. Really cheap to get. You can get all different kinds of colours, designs and everything. And what it does, it really does just show off the wheel a lot better. So if you have custom wheels, if you've got aftermarket wheels, if you have a certain colour scheme that you want to go for, let's say I've got a VW Polo GTI, right? So if I want to get, I've got some black caps with a red GTI on them. That little touch, it just sets off the wheel and it just finishes it nicely. So really cheap, cost me about £5 on eBay, and I've just whacked them on my new wheels and they look pretty good. So that's just an idea, see what you can find. If it's not for you, it's not for you, but hey ho. Anyway, on to number 2. Right, this one's steel wheel related, and it's hubcap covers, also known as center caps. All it is, it's like a 60mm little cap that sits in the middle of your wheel. You usually have the car manufacturer on it, but we can take that off quite easily. All you need to do is get a flatbed screwdriver, a bit of cloth around it, and just prise it off. Best thing to have a bit of cloth, otherwise you might scratch the wheel or you might scratch the original cover if you want to keep it. Or you can actually take the wheel off if you know how to do that, and if you're confident doing that, you can do that. Now really, you can do multiple things with this. You can go on eBay, you can get them for about £5 to £10, and then what you can do also is you can get a clear cover, so just a simple colour, no design on it, and then you can actually get a sticker, like a vinyl sticker that you want, and you can put that on it, and then it can just set it off, and it just, as I say, makes the wheel look a bit different, makes it your own as well, so it can be anything you want. So give that a go. If you're interested in that, if you want to do it, go for it. So number 3 is sort of the first thing that I really do when I want to, you know, just jazz up the car a bit, make it look a bit nicer, and that is changing the interior mats. Usually if you're going to buy a second-hand car or even a brand new car, they will be very generic. They won't have a lot of colour to them. What you can do, once again, either going on eBay or another online store, you can get mats which have a nice trim, different trim, also like a logo stitched into it, whatever you want to do, but just make sure that they actually fit the car properly. Don't get generic ones, don't get universal ones, because it's just not going to fit right, and you won't be able to clip the mats in correctly as well, and it will just cause you no end of problems, and it will just get on your nerves. Right, so number 4 are lug bolts and stud caps. These are once again to do with the wheels. I'm really trying to think of stuff, guys, one mods you can do within the first couple of days that are really easy for anyone to do, and these ones are pretty easy depending on what type of wheel you got. So a quick lesson, you either have lug bolts or you have studs, so it depends on what sort of car you have. Pretty much German cars will have lug bolts, which would be more difficult to replace, and other cars tend to have studs. So all you need to do is it's just the bolts in the wheel. You can buy different colours. You can buy you can buy black ones instead of silver ones if you want to go for that, for example. If you've got studs, you've got way more options. You've got all different coloured caps you can get. Just take one off and replace one at a time, obviously, because you don't want to undo all the bolts in a wheel when it's not jacked up. So it doesn't require jacking the car, but it does require having a breaker bar and maybe a torque wrench. So that one's not really that basic, but I'm really struggling to think of stuff that you can do really quickly. So give that one a go. If you don't want to, then there's always another one coming up, number 5. Right, this one's a little pathetic, not going to lie, but it is, you could call it a mod, maybe. I don't know, probably not, but who the hell cares? I think that this counts as a modification, but I'm going to get loads of bashing in the comments for this. So it is a air freshener, a nice air freshener. Now you can actually get, it doesn't actually matter about the smell too much, you can get really nice designs. And once again, if you're looking for a colour scheme where you want to roll with a certain theme with your car, you can get a pretty funky air freshener. So that's it, really. So number 5, that's it. Really easy, once again, really cheap to find. Really easy to put an air freshener on. If you can't put an air freshener on a car, then yeah, you've got problems, really, not gonna lie. So yeah. Okay guys, so that is all 5 cheap, quick mods you can do within the first couple of days of owning a car. Now I know some of them were a bit silly, a lot of them were to do with wheels, but we're talking people who don't know how to jack a car up. Like, I didn't really know how to jack a car up until like a month ago, and people who don't want to do too much to their car or maybe damage their car. So these are really simple, they're cheap, and as long as you don't choose ones that are too tacky or too over the top, they can be really tasteful and they can really like match the scheme that you're going with your car, colour scheme and so forth. So hope you guys really enjoy this video. There will be some more car related videos coming on down the line, but still I'm going to be keeping up with the reptile videos, and I'll see you guys shortly. My name's Lewisffitch. Please comment, like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next vid. Catch you later.